simplified the whole brothers working together thing with ish.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about the ish?
The ish. I would say that
good.
Whenever you have something as big as the darkness, it gives everybody a common goal, you know? It gives everybody a common goal wanting to kind of take it down. Now, there are going to be twists and turns along the road, there are going to be bumps in the road, there are going to be differences of opinion. Again, that's what makes Supernatural so fun, is that the boys will come at problems from different angles. So I wouldn't say it's they're on the road, they're in the car, they're driving together. It doesn't mean it's going to be the smoothest ride in the world.
So the Men of Letters kind of got destroyed a little bit at the end of last season. Is that something that is still going to be a resource for them to use, or is that going to be a place for them to get information?
Right. It will still be. I mean, the nice thing about the Men of Letters getting a little destroyed last season is that everyone destroyed it also got destroyed. So it's still a secret that they're keeping and will continue to use. And the Men of Letters has been something for us which has paid so many dividends in terms of being able to delve into the past of hunting, the past of magic, the past of particularly even our guys and their family, that it's a resource we certainly don't want to give up quite yet.
Can you talk about the Rowena factor?
Sure. I think Rowena, she's out there, she's more powerful than ever. You're dealing with this character who, really was kind of slighted throughout her entire magical life. She always believed she was the best, but when the Grand Coven kicks her out, with Crowley and things like that, she's someone who's had to kind of manipulate her way to the top. She doesn't have to do that anymore. She's at the top. She has more power than any witch, ever, and potentially more power than most things that have ever been on this planet. So she will be a major factor for us in the season, and particularly as we move toward our mid-season and kind of get into the darkness, what it means, and how we're going to deal with it.
Most of the creatures that we've ever seen on the show has been adversarial, by nature of the hunting,
yes.
Of course, but now that this is a bigger fish to fry,
right.
We're going to see more neutral or positive type of characters.
I mean, the nice thing about something as big as the darkness is that it creates a really big ripple effect, and so you're going to see how it impacts both our guys and the world of hunting. You're also going to see how it impacts heaven and hell and monsters and demons and witches and everything else, and everyone's going to come together. Now, some people are going to see it as an advantage. Some people are going to want to fight it. We're going to make allies where maybe we haven't made allies in the past, but that's the nice thing about having a big galvanizing event like that.
What's your first episode that you're writing of the season, and can you tease anything?
Sure. I'm writing, it's filming as episode 3, but it will be the second episode of the season. I would say that it introduces Crowley in a way if Crowley were still alive, it would introduce Crowley in a way we've never seen him before. Fail. I'm in trouble. I would also say that I think it sets Sam on a path and a story that I think in some ways will be surprising, and in some ways I think fans have been waiting for a long time. It ties back to something that kind of in his past. I'm really excited to see how fans react to that.
You also teased something about episode 4 as sort of like a theme or a special.
Yes.
What can you say?
I would say episode 4, it's not quite changing channels. It's not quite our 200th episode. But, Robbie Thompson came in with a really cool conceit and, kind of executed it very, very well. And I'm really curious to see how it comes out. And I think fans are really, really going to like it.
And how about Dean? Is he with everything that happened at the end of last season, what is his mindset at the beginning of the year?
Sure, I think his mindset at the beginning of the year, you've got someone that's kind of just lived through all of this. In some ways, there was a brief fleeting moment of relief, and now he's realizing, oh no, things have actually gotten even worse than I imagined. And I think Dean and Sam as well, certainly they feel responsible for that, because they made a choice at the end of last season to kind of choose each other versus kind of a bigger threat, and now that threat's come about, I think they both feel a really strong responsibility to put it right.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.